Hi boys and girls, so here is a worksheet we are going to do for letter V week. And we've done a few worksheets like this in the past together, but I want to work through this with you, talk about a few of the pictures, and just kind of go over our new letter this week, which we can see is letter V, which says V. See if you can say that with Miss Fuchsa. V. It kind of tickles Miss Fuchsa when I say it if you say it the right way. V. So we have letter V. So before I do anything on my worksheet, we always need to remember, even though you're not turning them in at school, practicing our N-A-M-E, which is our name. Nice job. So while Miss Fuchsa writes my name, go ahead and write your name. And again, remember the first letter of your name is capital, and the rest are going to be lowercase. So I'll write Miss Fuchsa. Go ahead and write your name as best as you can. And it's okay if you don't have a black, or if your black's not sharpened or you can't find it, just use a dark color. So I'll give you a second to write your name. And then we can look at our worksheet and what we're going to be doing on it. So I'm going to scooch mine up. Now before I look at the pictures at the bottom, I see a few things right here. We saw our letter V, but see if you can count with me how many boxes we have. We're going to have to fill those in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have 4 things that start with our V sound, letter V. And we're going to color this in later. This is a bird. Now I bet it starts with a letter V. Ooh, a vulture. Very good. So we're going to color in our vulture later, but he's going to have some things around him that start with V. So I'm going to turn this around. It's going to be easier to see what pictures we have. And we know that there's going to be 4 that start with V. So before we cut them out, I always like to go through and talk about our pictures and see if you can hear a V sound at the beginning, or V, because that's how we're going to know to organize up at the top. Remember our big word, organize? We're going to do that after. So let's go through our pictures. You can point with Miss Fuchsa also. At the top, we see a G, game. Now, does G, game, start with V, G, game? No, it doesn't. So we'll have to put that to the side when we do our cutting. But games are definitely fun. Hopefully you've been playing some games. But we need to find those things that start with V. Ooh, this is a pretty cool picture. This is a picture of a volcano. Do we hear a volcano, V sound at the beginning? Yes. Nice job, boys and girls. All right, let's go down to the next picture. Ooh, this is a picture of a van. Van. What do we think? Yes, it does. It starts with our V sound. All right, let's keep going. We have 2 in a row so far. This is a picture of a vest. Vest, V. What do we think? Yes, 3 in a row. Let's see, we need 1 more to get to our 4. So hopefully this last picture starts with V. Ooh, a vacuum. What do we think? Vacuum, V. Yes, so I see our volcano, van, vest, and vacuum are going to be our 4 things that start with V. So before I do my gluing and organizing, I need to remember to do my cutting step. And remember our special trick that we do? I know it's taking a second to focus. We are first going to cut all the way across this top line. Then we're going to cut all the way around the outside line. And then we can cut out our pictures. It'll be our special trick. So I'm going to use my scissors and my hand, and my helping hand is going to help me do our cutting step. So I'll start at the top. I'll cut nice and slow, opening and closing on that line, making sure I take my time so I can have really good rectangles when I'm finished cutting. Now I'm going to go all the way across so it separates. This we'll need in a second. I'm going to move that to the side. Now I can cut all the way around the outside line, just like we've practiced a lot of times. down, and then I'm going to turn it with my helping hand, opening and closing my scissors all the way around the outside, turning, and you'll have one big piece of your scrap paper. You can put that aside, or if you have a trash can next to you, you can throw that away. Now it's going to be pretty easy to cut on these lines, and you can put them in a pencil box lid, or if you don't have a pencil box, you can just put them in a pile. And then we're going to go through and organize them. We've already talked about what pictures are going to be on our worksheet, so let's go ahead and see. This one we talked about was a what? Go ahead and tell Miss Fuchs what this picture is. Good, a G game. And we know that G game does not start with V. So I'll put that to the side. We have to make sure these other ones start with V. Tell Miss Fuchs what this is a picture of. Nice job. Volcano. That starts with our V. So you can pick a box to set that in. Remember, we're not going to glue yet. We always like to organize. And we have a van. Nice job. And these two we talked about already also. We have a vest, V, and a vacuum. Nice job. Vacuum, V. Now, later this week, Miss Fuchs is going to do some coloring with one of your worksheets. But for now, I want to see your awesome gluing and coloring. But I want to give you a few reminders. This we don't need, but we can put it aside until we're done gluing, or we can throw it away. Remember, when you do your gluing, we'll take one at a time. We'll take one off, put a little bit of glue on the back, then we'll glue it back down, and then you'll pick up one at a time for the rest of them. And then before you do your coloring, make sure that you didn't miss any. You can go back and touch them. And remember, if they stay, then they are glued down. After you do your gluing step, then you can do your awesome, awesome coloring. I'm so excited to see our volcano. Remember, we can do our background colors, but think about a volcano. I see some lava, some smoke exploding out of the volcano. I also see a van. So vans can be a couple different colors. Sometimes there's pictures on the side of a van. So if you wanted to draw a specific van or draw something extra on the van, you can do that. I see a vest. You can choose your color and your background color for your vest. And a vacuum. And we know that with letter V, we can pick our colors or make a design and then have our branch and our vulture. So I am excited to see your awesome work. Thank you for doing the pictures with me and working on our letter V for this week.